My name's Phil.
I'm Cal.
And I'm Joe.
Well, I had played with Joe previously in a small project that didn't last very long, and had seen Phil play in another band, and they were about to disband, so I asked him if he wanted to get together and play some music, and it just kind of went from there.
Yeah, I think, well, I mean, Joe, myself, Aaron, we all live in Beverly. Chris, our bass player, used to live there. And it's sort of like a hub of the North Shore, I guess. It's just sort of like ground zero for...
central meeting spot for all of us, I guess. You know, I'm a little north, Chris is a little south. They all live in Beverly, so...
No, really, we were experimenting, I think. Just kind of throwing ideas around. Like, we didn't set out to be an instrumental band, for example. That just sort of happened naturally. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, there's usually kind of a little seed or a little kernel that starts, and then it ends up sort of, everyone gets their hands in it, tosses stuff out, and...
So like a snowball effect, pretty much.
Yeah, we kind of work through what anyone's brought in, and once we get through the process of what we've worked through, we're kind of like, well, where do we go from there? And everyone starts throwing ideas on the table.
Netherlands.
Why would that be?
No reason in particular, really.
Germany's really great to us. Really wonderful over there. Really respectful audiences, but also really energetic. The UK is awesome. We haven't really had any bad experiences over there. Everywhere is great to play. Except, no, wasn't their last tour some crazy show?
I don't know. I can't think of anything really.
Scandinavian one, I mean?
Yeah, no, they were all pretty dope. Yeah, it's fun over there. It's a good time. New York's always great, man. Yeah. Lately, it's been real sick.
New York's pretty sweet.
LA is fun. Seattle is always rad.
Greenville, North Carolina.
Is there a story behind that?
Yeah.
Kinda. I don't know.
Is it safe for radio?
It's a college campus radio. We eat this stuff up.
Okay, well, let's see. Greenville.
Yeah, I don't know. There's this little venue called the Spaz, and everybody just gets so trashed and throws up in the corner and passes out. It's just like this really dingy. We haven't played there in years, but I would love to go back there.
Yeah. Last time we were there, we had to peel some dude like off the floor, like just throw up like cake to his face, and like it's pretty badass. It's awesome.
Yeah, I think he had smoked a little too much weed after getting like blackout drunk. He was our friend, too. He was the only kid that we knew there from the time before. And we're, like, trying to hang out with him. We all took pictures, like, hugging him, passed out on the floor.
Well, I think our music has definitely progressed. When we started, we were a four-piece. It was Phil and myself and Joe and the bassist Chris, who's not here. And I think Phil and I used to play a lot more to try and fill up the sound. And then after Aaron joined the band, we learned to create more space for ourselves. There's parts of songs where you're not playing, where you're waiting to come in or play, and just to add the right thing versus trying to be constantly doing something is the way we kind of look at it. So
yeah, sacrificing for the greater sound, I guess. You know what I mean? Everyone sort of takes one for the team.
Yeah, I mean,
we kind of want our 5 instruments to sound like one giant instrument, and the name of it is like Caspian or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sort of what we're going for.
I mean, the right part at the right time is better than the wrong part all the time.
Totally. In terms of instrumental rock and post-rock or whatever, we all really dig Mogwai. I mean, they're sick. They're a great band. They're probably the one band we could all agree on. And Godspeed You Black Emperor. I don't know if y'all have heard of them, but they're like that band that got me into this music. They're the real deal. But yeah, I mean, so much stuff, man. Ambient music, you know, classical, folk, country music, blues, everything, man. It's all good, you know? It was kind of intimidating, actually. I felt like there was a lot of pressure just because it was a really different kind of atmosphere for us that we've never played in. Well, we played in a church once back in the day, but this was a much more, you know, organized sort of affair. So it was a little freaky. I think we were a little nervous. I was a little nervous playing this show, you know?
It's just weird because normally we're used to people like
being in a tight club.
Yeah, and drunk and sweaty and like falling all over the front of the stage and talking. And this is like everyone was seated in pews, like, you know, 20 yards back and being very quiet. And we're like, whoa, what's going on?
Yeah.
So it was a little different.
Well, we get bored for sure.
Apple is a great company.
Yeah.
Joe and I used to play baseball,
For real.
like catch at rest stops. for a
Oh
long
yeah,
time.
on the first couple tours we brought our gloves.
Yeah.
I figured out a way to like rig up a PlayStation 2 and a TV in our van, and we had that on like a TV stand in between the two front seats.
Yeah.
That was like our first couple tours. Now we all have like iPods, iPads, iPhones, computers. We don't even need to worry about that. We can play like NHL 2K12 on our iPods if we want, over Bluetooth in the van.
Yeah. Last show we played at Worcester Polytechnic. We did a show kind of like this. It was really fun. There was another one
Yeah, we played.
I'm trying to think about.
We played at the other school in Connecticut last week.
Oh yeah, I can't remember the name of it. I feel bad. Well, yeah, SUNY
Yeah, we played
Purchase,
there.
that was killer. Yeah, we do shows like this sometimes, and they're fun just because it's like, you know, people come out and it's a little more Wesleyan, yeah.
Yeah.
Wesleyan.
Oh, that was a
Sweet.
great show. That was really fun.
There's lots of energy at colleges, you know. There's a lot of youth, and it's nice to. I think our music sort of lends itself to that atmosphere sometimes. I think.
And you know, we bring it to the college, whereas like, you know, we're not relying on people to come out to see us. So there's kind of like a built-in audience where people
right.
that wouldn't see us normally.
Yeah.
So you know, maybe
That's
we
the
sell
goal.
a couple records and people dig it. They tell their friends. Pretty
Yeah.
cool.
So if you're not doing anything tonight, come on down and hang out with us. It'll be fun. It'll be loud and fun.
Aaron is he's like the captain of the Caspian foosball team.
No doubt.
He was the first to get a table, and he practiced a whole lot. He's ridiculous.
Bro, dude's got like a tattoo on his arm of
Yeah.
a foosball table, like for real, like tattooed into his skin for life of a foosball table.
It really comes from in Germany. There's foosball tables everywhere, and they call it kicker. And so our first tour there was like a foosball table in every backstage. So just to pass the time, me and Aaron started like dicking around on it, and eventually he got really good, and he would school me, and I was like, man, I'm not gonna let him do that. So I practiced a lot. Eventually I got my own table, and I can hold my
Vickers
own.
is nasty.
And
yeah.
we take pride in like taking on the Germans, and everybody challenges us, and they're like, oh, Germans versus Americans, and we're like, okay, sure, let's go.
Yeah.
Sometimes we really embarrass them, and they get really angry because I mean they think they're really good, and then, you know, we're better. But then sometimes we get schooled. There's guys like flipping the ball in the air and like doing stuff I've never seen or seen only online.
YouTube.
See, yeah, I am fired up about it. You can tell. I'm gonna stop now.
If there is anyone listening who really likes our band, I mean, just thanks for listening to our band. It
Certainly.
really means a lot that people like give us, you know, their attention, and we try to. I don't know. We really have a lot of respect for that. So, we also want to thank like everyone for setting the show up tonight. Everyone's mad cool. They treated us really well, and it's a really nice little operation. So we're super stoked to be here and play tonight. So.
Well, Phil, Calvin, Joe, thanks for being here for the interview. I
Word.
really
Thank you,
Yeah,
man.
thank you,
Yeah,
man.
thanks a lot.
No doubt.